What's going on, everybody? It's Seth back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be working on my 9th gen Honda Accord Coupe, my daily driver. And in today's video we're going to be putting it on some Rev9 Hyperstreet 2 coilovers as well as some new Anovia Titan wheels. So yeah guys, without further ado, let's get started with this video.
Don't wanna see no tears. This is only the beginning. Losing is my only fear. Take some time away from my peers. Started working hard for my career. Now I said to say a lot of clear, yeah. I'm the rookie of the year. I'm the rookie of the year. I'm the rookie of the year. I'm the rookie of the year, yeah.
Alrighty guys, so I didn't actually get any footage of me getting the wheels. I actually ended up trading my old setup for these new wheels, but I guess let's go ahead and get started with it. We're going to start off right at my job, replacing the coilovers and getting everything set. So let's get into it. So I've actually already got one side done thanks to our master tech over there. And now I'm going to go ahead and start on the other side. This was definitely a pain, but it was a learning experience. So now I'm going to show you how to do the other side without being an idiot. Went ahead, got the wheel off. So first I'm going to start by removing this brake caliper hose right there. Remove the sway bar end link right there, and then the ABS wheel speed sensor right down there. If you want to take this off, a lot of people say don't use vice grips or anything like that. Sometimes you're going to have to grab it right there on the backside, but if you're working like me in a shop with air, a lot of times a really fast air impact will just zip it right off. So if you have that available, I would definitely use that. It helps out a lot. If not, probably going to have to vice grip it from the backside, and I'll get dug it right on out. So I actually went ahead on this side and removed the caliper. Give me a little bit of extra space when I have to drop all the control arm stuff. And now I'm going to go ahead and remove this sway bar end link right here. Also remove this brake line if you're going to remove the caliper like me. Trust me, removing the caliper makes it a lot easier. But yeah, time to remove the sway bar. All right, let me explain what I got going on right here because it's kind of hard to film and I'm in a time crunch to get out of here before they close the doors. Went ahead, took the CV axle nut out, used the air hammer, knocked that back. Went ahead and remove the sway bar there, and then remove the lower control arm right there, and then the 2 bolts down there, well 3 bolts down there, and now I can be able to pull that out, have the CV axle out of the way, and it's going to be able to drop the strut right on down, and then I'll have this fancy transmission jack here to hold that there. But let's get to that. So went ahead and pulled the old one out, got the new Rev9 back in. As you can see, it moves around a lot. That's because it's got camber adjustment at the top, so it moves, and that's really nice. My other ones on my CG don't have that, so pretty nice, honestly. Ready to be able to add camber or take away camber depending on how it sits, but let's get to putting it all back together. Just got done putting on the second side here, so now we're gonna lower down the front and see what the whole thing looks like with the front end lowered and the back end regular for now. So just put it on the ground, as you see the new wheels and everything, and it's still at factory ride height. That is because I didn't adjust it enough, but I am out of time for the day, so gonna head on home and then come back tomorrow and get it adjusted to where it's dropped a good bit lower than what it is now, that's for sure. So I actually came in really early in the morning and adjusted them. I don't know how well you can see in there, but I pretty much lowered them down as low as you can go. So if you come over to this side with the wheel already on, you see this gap here while it's up in the air, and then you go back to the rear gap and you just yeah, it's a good bit lower in the front. Ready to go ahead and put it down. Got to tighten up that side, the lug nuts at least, and then go ahead and drop it. Yep, that's it. That's what we needed right there. About 1 finger gap. Great for being a daily, and haven't touched camber and actually maxed out the coilovers yet, so looking pretty good right now. Gonna go ahead and start on the rear now. Went ahead and took the wheel off right there. So just gonna start by removing probably the brake hose clip right here, and then pop that out of that little slot right there. Then probably just drop the strut here, and then go right up top, fold the back seat down, pull the little plastic cover piece off, and then take the 2 bolts out of the top, and then drop the strut right down. So I got everything loosened from the bottom, so just pulled the back seat down, got to this little plastic cover, popped it out with the screwdriver, and now I'm going to get into those bolts right down there with my either 14mm wrench and or ratchet and socket, or my Milwaukee electric ratchet. Depends on whatever fits back there. Probably going to end up being this, but let's see. So I ended up just using the ratchet and the socket, and if you're lucky like me, break it loose and then it comes right off my finger, and doesn't take too long, pretty nice to do. So let's get back down to the bottom and just rip that old one right out. So got the old one out right down there, and the Rev9 is up and in. One thing I did notice is the factories have like a nut welded to them, and the Rev9s don't, so I had to make like a custom bolt here with a nut and some washers. Probably gonna try to take the factory one eventually and get a nut that fits on the end, because I trust factory more than just from the auto parts store. But yeah, let's go ahead and put the bolt in down there and get the top put in. So got it all put up inside, used a trans jack again, lifted it up from the bottom, crawled inside, put the 2 nuts on, tightened it down, and then was able to lower that down, as well as I put that in the bottom first. Put that in the bottom first. But yeah, now it's ready for the wheel to be put back on. Actually, got to reconnect this brake line back here. Then I'll put the wheel on and drop it and see the fitment. So final result, this is what we're looking like right here. Almost tucking tire, just a little bit off, a little bit of camber on it. But yeah, looking pretty good. Got to do the other side.
Yeah, she picked it up, turned into art. Lately I've been noticing of my surroundings. What was you when I was down and I was drowning? I hit you up and you picked up.
So here it is, everybody. Just finished giving it a quick wash and everything after putting the coilovers on it. Did a quick alignment on it. You just saw a clip of it on the alignment rack. But yeah, that's what it looks like now that the wheels and coilovers are on. Looks pretty good in all honesty. The blue really pops, of course, in the lighting here helps a lot. But yeah, I'll give you an update once I've driven on them a little bit. But other than that, they look phenomenal. This car is really changed with these wheels and these tires put on it. But yeah, I'll either get to some driving footage or tell you how it drives.
Rolling with the bros, diamonds on me. Yeah, my wrist is froze. Kinda had a trash from sense. I done did some things before, I never do again. Lately I've been in my zone and all I get is wins. I done come up with some money just to pay the rent. Working hard just to stay afloat. They was hating on the low. I was rolling with the bros, diamonds on me. Yeah, my wrist is froze. She hit my phone while she home alone. Baby, you on hold, I been in my zone. Ain't nothing wrong, but you on your own. I ain't mean to bring you down, but now I'm moving on. You ain't believe me, I'm done with the fakery. You was a fantasy, you gonna hang with me. I told my homies you was the one, that you had my remedy. I kept it 100, but you was folding.
Alrighty guys, as you just saw by that little bit of cinematic footage, everything's installed on the car and it looks really good. The car looks good low. I kind of definitely want to go a little bit lower, but as you can see in the cinematics, the rear fender liner there is really close, and it's very close to rubbing. Also, as you can see right here, like I can just barely slide my finger in there. So I just really need to roll this lip back a little bit. Then I can go a little bit lower in the back, and then I can lower the front down a little bit. But like I was saying, the front camber is adjustable and all on them. So I can adjust the front camber and lower it down a little bit more, a little bit of tilt to it. I gotta get camber arms to the rear, but it's already at actually -4 degrees of camber. That's what it measured when I put it on the alignment rack. So it's got a little bit back there already. But yeah guys, car ride's pretty good. I've actually driven about 1,000 miles on the coilovers since putting them on. And I got them pretty stiff. They ride a little rough, but that's what they expect when you put coilovers on. They're a little bit noisy, but not as bad as I was expecting them to be. They definitely have made an improvement. Rev9 has for sure, since I put the ones on my CG Accord to go into this Accord right here. But yeah, as you can see, the thing looks pretty wild, honestly. Really good. Still definitely daily drivable. Actually kind of saw an improvement of gas mileage because I'm guessing just going from the 19s and a 235 40 19 up or down to a 245 40 18 and these. But yeah, there it is. There's my 9th Gen Accord Coupe, finally lowered on some nice wheels and tires. But yeah, if you like this video, guys, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more of this car and it get built a little bit more, make sure to click the subscribe button and tell me what I should do next down in the comment section down below. Other than that, guys, y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. Peace out.